Nevis' Premier Mark Brantley responded to persons who have laid criticisms against the NIA for not presenting a budget in December 2022 and for suggesting the situation is unconstitutional. On 8 February 2023, Premier Brantley said such discussion on social media is either malicious or, at best, misinformed. Brantley said the situation is not new as it has occurred before, but pointed to the constitutional allowance for such a situation.
I want to make it very clear to the people of Nevis that we are in perfect position constitutionally in relation to the budget. That under the Constitution we are allotted a certain number of days after the end of the financial year in order to have the budget ready for the new financial year. And it is nothing new. It is nothing new. How do I know it is nothing new? Because I became Premier of this island on the 18th of December 2017 for the first time. And there was no budget read in December, bearing in mind that our financial year usually ends in December, and ordinarily the budget session would occur in December each year. There was no budget session in December of 2017. Why? Because we had an election. That budget session then occurred in 2018 for that fiscal year of 2018. Similarly, we had an election on the 12th of December 2022 and therefore could not have had a budget during December. Our financial year ends on the 31st of December and we therefore have the constitutionally prescribed period thereafter during which we can have a budget, and we will therefore proceed on that.
He also indicated that all efforts have been made to have the budget read and debated well within the constitutional period of allowance.
But let it not be said that the government that I lead is in any way, shape or form working outside the Constitution. We have always insisted on the utmost probity, the utmost propriety, and that we at all times have the requisite constitutional rectitude in our dealings with and for the people of Nevis. And so we have, I believe, set the 20th of February, Monday the 20th of February, as the date. Let me just ensure that it is a Monday. I believe it is. Monday the 20th of February as the date on which, yes, we will have the reading of the budget for the fiscal year 2023. We're still working on it. We are trying, of course, to do our very best to get our revenue and expenditure aligned as closely as we can. We understand that that is not always easy to do and that the island has had deficit budgets, and I am not going to resile from that. For me, right now, having a deficit budget is not the worst thing in the world. What I think is worse than that is not having the necessary impetus set out in that budget to move us forward, to propel our economy, to ensure that we have the growth that can create jobs and that can advance what it is we're seeking to do.
The budget was delayed after elections were called for mid-December 2022, followed by other ceremonial necessities following elections. Glenn Bard reporting for SK Newsline.